Good morning, Brenda. Good evening. Good afternoon. I don't know where I'm at. We'll see who shows up if they show up, right? Yes, it was a good day. He had a nice nap on the couch. Now he's outside running the yard. Yep, as long as Boone shows up. Good afternoon, 204W. Let's see if Boone will come in. I'll be right back. Yeah, Boone's in now. Keeps running back and forth. All fired up. Okay, I'm back. I think I'm back. Okay. Hello, Mark. Yeah, I decided I better get the mail. Trying to figure out what all this mail is I got here. I don't usually get mail. I'm not important enough to get mail. No, I didn't make the checkup appointment yet because I'm broke until the end of the month, but everybody's trying to give me credit cards, don't need them, don't want them. How's the city getting for me here? Advertisements, advertisements, advertisements. Okay, I'm pretty much ready to rock and roll best I can. Digital. He'll use my credit cards. No, thank you, digital. Been there, done that. All my ex, that's why all my exes live in Texas. Here comes Joe.
What's up?
So what's the status of the parade?
Oh, it sucks, man. They they're gonna be changing again, I guarantee. I went and I didn't worry about it. Lunchtime, I listened to everything they talked about. They said the two parades in New Orleans would roll starting at 7 in the morning. Only the floats, no marching groups. Stopped all the marching groups. That's what slows it down.
Okay.
So it would be, they said Zulu would start off at their regular route. Rex would come in behind them, regular. That was at 11:30, 12 o'clock. That was at 12 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, it all changed. 4 o'clock, they said Rex will start and Zulu will both start at 6:30 in the morning. Okay. On the
Okay.
parade route, you're not allowed to bring any tents, anything, tarps, tents, anything that can fly. They were removing all the portalets along the parade route that they've got all over the parade route now because they expect them to go over. Because they're saying, the National Weather Bureau said, we're going to have 50 to 60-mile-an-hour winds.
Holy cow.
Okay. Now, this is the deal. You ready for this?
Yep.
I'm at Gallia Hall. That's where I'm at, right? Zulu
Yep.
will go down Jackson and come down past Gallia Hall. Jackson is about 2 miles north, or 2 miles east, 2 miles west of Gallia Hall. That's Jackson where they make the turn coming in. Now they start way up the road, so they got about 8 mile route just to where I'm at to get to me. When they get to me, when they leave, right there at Poydras, which they still have another 4 miles after that. As soon as they pass Gallia Hall, that's Poydras. That's where they're going to disband. So the parade's
Wow.
over once it passes Gallia Hall. Just the floats, 42 floats, right? This is the kicker. Rex that starts completely uptown, comes down Napoleon, and then comes down St. Charles all the way, hits Jackson, comes across Jackson, past Gallia Hall. They're disbanding at Jackson.
Oh,
So the deal is, if I do decide to go tomorrow, this is going to make it a lot easier for me because I won't go to Gallia Hall because the parade I want to see is Rex. That's Rex, the King of Carnival. That's the main deal. That's the one that Arthur Hardy's on. I got to take a picture of and stuff like that. So it's a good possibility I could still leave here early, get up there, park up there, and be out of there by about 10 o'clock. So it's and then she said, the police chief said, and that's going to depend on how the weather's still reacting. That's when they came out a few minutes later with the dangerous crosswinds and everything else. Now she's reassessing it. So it's probably going to be canceled.
okay.
But I'm late because I ran to Jimmy John's and got my sandwich for tomorrow just in case. You know, I got my sandwich to bring with me just in case.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to get
Well,
stuck out there.
better be prepared, right?
Yeah, I can always eat it tomorrow. But they do have the parades in Covington that are going to parade up here. So if they cancel New Orleans, I'll be going to see the Covington parade for the first time in my life.
Okay.
Because my son will be working it, and they want to bring the granddaughter, so we'll go find a place, and I'll just go up there. So
Now
it's going to be,
that's tomorrow too?
yeah, that's tomorrow. They have it. It's a little small Lions Club puts out a parade, and it's a real family oriented thing, and everybody says how good it is. It's a nice parade. I've never seen it because I've always been in New Orleans.
So what time is the Covington parade?
That's going to start at 9:30.
In the morning?
Yeah,
Okay.
because the winds are coming from the south. So what's going to happen if the winds hit New Orleans at 11 o'clock? They're not going to hit us till 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
It just takes that long for the winds to change up here. And the rain's going to come through like 6, 7 o'clock. And the rain is going to last no more than about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, they're saying. That's how fast the storm is moving. But they're also worried because of the way they're moving so fast. We're in enhanced level 3 for tornadoes.
Brenda says, "Hey, Joe."
I'm having leftover jambalaya, and I sneezed because the seasoning got to me before I even ate it. If you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned.
It ain't seasoned unless you're sneezing, huh?
That's right. I just got a whiff of it and it's made me sneeze.
Wow. Well, it's a good thing I don't eat anything like that because I'm always blowing my nose anyway. In fact,
Well, that'd
lately
probably be the best thing for you, Paul.
lately I've been sneezing a lot.
It'd be the best thing for you. You never need any Dupalax, nothing. This goes right through you. But now I don't know what's going to happen. Well, it kind of gets me upset because I've been wanting to do it and I didn't want to do it. I couldn't make up my mind, you know?
Yeah, you were talking about maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't.
Yeah. But I feel like I could do it. So go, no, listen, good. Stop. Sit. Good girl. Now listen. This the thing. I'm gonna get you a piece of chicken. You gotta wait. Gotta wait. One thing about her, I told her sit, and she sat right down. Now you just wait. Now I got to eat some of this stuff so that the sinuses will just clear up.
Yeah. Yeah, Brenda said hi to you 2 times there on the chat.
Hi, everybody. You got what you call it in the chat, Justin. Where you at, Justin? You ought to be over here. Where's Dominic?
I don't know.
You got to get them girls together so they can get on the chat.
I don't see Justin in the chat.
He's in it. Digital demon.
Not on my list.
Oh, you got to refresh it.
Oh, there it is. Yep, at 5:12. Yeah, I fed I fed my good buddy Boone. Oh, the that dog food you told me to buy came today.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm just gonna finish up what I've got and then go to that.
Well, if you got use everything you got. Stop. meaning other cans.
Yeah,
But don't give him any of that rice and chicken that you were giving Mia, because that was
yeah.
for a whole different thing. He's probably
Well,
gonna be fine with this.
I took and put all the rice and chicken that I had made down the garbage disposal.
Your garbage disposal eats better than you.
Yeah, it does that.
You need to get that Meals on Wheels started again.
I still got Meals on Wheels stuff in the freezer.
There you go. Got food.
Oh yeah, I'm not running out of food. Because I've got like 4 cases of breakfast bowls.
Breakfast bowl.
Yep.
Yeah, but you can't eat the same thing all the time.
Well, it doesn't seem to bother me. I kind of like it.
It bothers you when you got to take Ducalax every other week.
Yeah. Well, breakfast bowls don't bind you up.
No, it's everything else you're eating. The cookies and the
And the Boston creams
creams.
help me go too.
Yeah, they help you go all right. They help you go to the Ducalac. You know what gets me aggravated about this? And I know they got college bands that came here just for this weekend. Got like Southern University, Grambling,
Yeah,
Talladega, all of the big major colleges with their. I mean, that's what I look forward to for Mardi Gras. To
right.
sit there and I'm standing in the middle of the street, in the middle of them as they're marching by me, playing songs.
Yeah.
That's a experience unless you're in the middle of the street
Well,
with
it
them, you
makes
don't
it
understand it.
makes you feel like you're part of the action.
Oh, it does. And I was in Marine Corps band, you remember?
Yep.
So it's like me being part of it again. Because I'll be standing there, they're watching right right there past me, and I'm out there popping pictures of them, and it's just such a different feeling. And there's no bands. Stop.
And
No
there is
bands.
no bands in it at all, right?
Now this is my question. There's no marching groups. That's going to affect Zulu
Yep.
because they have the Zulu Warriors. It's a bunch of them that dress up, that march with the parade. They got the Zulu, they call them tramps, that march with the parade. The baby doll that are affiliated marched before. They said they pulled all the licenses for the marching group. Now, are they going to let the Warriors march
Good
with them?
question.
They better not, because that's what slows the parade down. But I can tell you one thing: if they let them march with them, it's going to be like Pete Fountain's group will probably sue the city.
Hey, Jim, how you doing?
The Pete Fountain group that marches, the half-ass, the half-fast. You're supposed to say it real fast. It's half-ass, like half-ass walking club. John Goodman is in it. There's a movie stars that are in it. You know.
Yep. Hello, Justin. We've been kind of mentioning Justin.
What did you leave?
Now the other people are saying hi to Justin, so I just reiterated it. Yep, Jim, you're right. Boone is a lovable little pupper dog, I'll tell you.
The Marine Corps band from Quantico is here.
Yeah.
Marine Corps band from not Cherry Point. I think they said Paris Island was here. Because today, tomorrow what they do is Quantico would be in one of the parades. I think it's Campbell's June. Campbell's June's band will be in the other parade. And then tomorrow night, when they have a big ceremony starting at 10 o'clock at night, where the Zulu, not Zulu, Comus, which is a parade that doesn't parade anymore, they meet the King of Rex at their ball. Rex has their ball tomorrow night, the Mardi Gras ball. So Comus has their ball tomorrow night. So they meet each other. Comus comes to visit Rex because Rex is the king of carnival. Marine Corps band is there to play. That's the one from New Orleans. So if you're in a New Orleans band, you parade all through the week, but you got to be there for the nighttime. So their night doesn't end until about 1 in the morning.
There he is. There's my booner. Such a good boy.
That does not look like a beagle.
Almost got the same coloring as Mia.
And it doesn't look like Mia. I got three of them sitting here real quiet, just watching me, waiting me to give them some food.
Yeah, well, mine woke got me up to go get food at about 4:35, 4:40. That's what time he likes to eat.
No, that's what time he made you feed him. Wait till you get up. Don't do that. Wait, give him a certain time.
Well, I always feed him just before we go live, all my dogs, and then I feed them first thing in the morning before I go live in
Oh,
the morning.
you don't go live to 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
4:30 in the morning is not the time.
No, I don't feed
But you're
them
talking
then.
about 4:30 this evening. You talking about 4:30 this evening?
Yeah.
Well, what was it 4:30 in the morning?
No, 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 no. He's.
I'd be kicking
I
me a
tell you
dog.
what. He sleeps next to me all night long. Doesn't move. Sleeps right on the couch right next to me.
My dog wakes me up at 4:30 in the morning. It better be a fire. The the Queen of Zulu said that when they got married, she made him ask her to be his wife. When he became the King of Zulu, she made him ask him to be his queen.
Okay, Joe's muted, but what are you eating dinner?
No, I'm not muted. I'm just got the camera off.
Oh, camera's off. Okay.
I just want to eat before it gets cold this time.
The Brenda flew her drone today.
I saw that earlier, but you said you flew it yesterday. Today
Yep.
too?
Yep. Today again, I think.
They canceled the parade in Lacombe, right down the street.
Yeah.
They got another one in Lacombe. They canceled that one. That don't make sense. All it is a bunch of people in their cars.
Hey, Mark.
Hi, Paul. Hi, Joe.
How you doing, Mark?
Mark,
Oh, all right, thanks.
Just another day, right?
Uh-huh.
Of course, you're are you into tomorrow or are you into really late night right now?
late night.
Uh, just gone 10:30.
10 p.m. Okay. Oh, so you're 5 hours
Yeah,
different.
5 hours, yeah.
Okay. Joe's eating dinner.
Stop.
hmm
Stop it now. If you want a piece of chicken, just be quiet.
And Randy
Brenda said hi to you.
and Jim. Yeah, I said hi in the chat ages ago. Justin,
Yeah.
JD.
So what are you saying there? So wait, go. I just saw Justin and I lost him.
Well, he was up like at 5:20 or something.
Yeah, but I just saw him again. And lost him.
You mean on the screen?
Yeah, I thought so, but it's something else must have kicked in.
Yeah.
I don't
no.
even see what I read. What I read's gone. So I don't know. Like it disappeared.
Yeah, last time he was on the panel was at 5:14 p.m.
Scary show. Warren, what's up?
Hi, Warren.
Warren, are you having a good day?
And Justin told Paul to send him his credit cards.
The she has not been recording anything that I know of with her drone yet because she's not sure how to do that.
Press the red button.
That's all you gotta do.
She's learning. She's learning slow but sure. She's learning.
Well, the biscuits are different. They look like a scone. They taste a bit like a crispy suet dumpling.
That's because your scones are our biscuits.
No, they're not. These biscuits are they're not the same consistency as a scone.
No. Our scone is completely different than our biscuits.
Yeah, but our scones are completely different to your biscuits too.
So you found your SD card. Okay.
The scone is its texture is drier. Um,
Well, I
More-
always thought
more dense.
the scone mark was like, those crispy little things that you put ice cream in, the cone.
No, that's a cone,
Different.
not a scone.
Okay.
A scone is like a cake.
Oh, it's more cake than anything, right?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think I've ever had scones. Have you had scones before, Joe?
but you cut them in half and you put butter on them.
That's our biscuits.
Telling you, totally different texture. Scones are not crunchy.
Scones are not crunchy. Okay.
No, and they have a denser consistency inside than your biscuits. Your biscuits taste more like a fluffy suet dumpling that's been baked until it's crispy on the outside.
But our scones are really crispy and solid on the inside.
Yeah, they are solid on the inside, but they're not crispy.
Oh yeah, they
No.
are.
No. Not unless they've been overcooked.
Yes, we overcook them.
Hmm.
Now, every one I got is a scone. You got to bite into where the biscuits are softer.
Yeah, biscuits are softer inside. I've noticed that.
Well,
That's
the
what-
biscuits I make are softer on the outside unless I overcook them.
Oh no, the ones I've just had from Popeyes are crunchy on the outside and soft and flaky on the inside.
Well, they make them different then. 'Cause I had Popeye's biscuits yesterday. It has a little bit of crust to them, not really crunchy.
Yeah.
But the insides are soft.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have got
Yeah.
a crunchy exterior.
So what do you call that? A biscuit or a scone?
Well, it's not a scone, definitely. It's the wrong consistency and probably the wrong ingredients to be a scone. We wouldn't normally, that's something that doesn't exist in our system. It's only because Popeyes is American that they do them. Like I would say, it's more like a suet dumpling that's been baked till the outside of it's gone crispy. Almost like the crust on a Teviot pie.
A Teviot pie? What's a Teviot?
A Teviot pie is mincemeat, onions with a suet pastry crust.
Yeah, I've never eaten anything minced meat. That's a British thing, isn't it? Minced meat?
Not really. It's what you call ground beef.
Oh, ground beef. You call it minced meat.
Yeah, mincemeat here is a different thing.
Well, mincemeat at Christmas is a different thing. That's fruit.
Yeah, that's the only mincemeat I know of. When they talk mincemeat here, they don't call it ground meat mincemeat here.
Yeah, because like a mince pie has what is called mincemeat inside
Oh,
it.
he's got his pooper scooper.
Now this is the emoji. I found out what it was. You take it apart, right?
Yeah.
What you do is you close it and it snaps into place, and you fill it up with water, and you make poop emoji ice cubes.
Right.
So that's just like a mold for
Yeah.
Yeah,
ice.
it's ice cube mold. So if I had a couple of these and you drinking like a drink with just like one piece of ice in it, that'd be
Yeah.
these. I thought that's pretty cool. Yeah, because when I read it, I didn't read underneath it said ice mold. It said poop emoji, ice mold. I didn't do that, I'd have got more than one.
Mm.
I could have got one from every float. They'd have gave them to me. I stand right out there. They want to hand me stuff all day, you know.
Yeah. But if you don't eat your biscuits with any kind of gravy, they dry your mouth out, which will probably mean that it's got bicarbonate of soda in it.
It might. Depends on who makes them.
Yeah.
Scrapple. What is scrapple?
That's a drink, I think. Yeah,
Scraff-
Scrapple's a drink.
I thought scraffle was a type of food.
Well, it could be, but they got a drink called Scrapple too. What's up, Tim?
Hi, Tim. You want to go out, Cat?
I got to look at this thing now that I fixed something. Hey, I tell you what, this is the worst year for man. We're gonna have a yeah, I did. I'm gonna have a fit with North Shore next year. I'll shoot them next year. I'm gonna tell these people this is it. Bottom line, you pick the pose you want for your poster and tell me which one you want. Because when I put it on there, you don't tell me you want the other one. I've been changing everybody's stuff, flipping them.
Really?
It's aggravating. No, you just got everything. Go. And you see, the reason I went to Jimmy John's is because I could get them to cut the sandwich. Then I could wrap it in aluminum foil and put it in half and half. That way I can eat half in the morning, half later in the day. And that's how I usually do it. But I also got a free brownie.
There he is. King of the castle. And I'm the dirty rascal.
That's because you let him. What happens to that pad you had, that bed?
It's over there, but he doesn't like it. He puts his toys in it. That's all he does.
He like it if you tell him to go get on it.
Yeah. He doesn't react like your dog.
That's because you tell them until they react. You don't just tell them that and then give up.
Well, he's
You're
still
supposed
getting
to be
used
the
to the
alpha.
place. He's still getting used to the place.
Yeah, that's an excuse.
No, it's a truth.
It's an excuse.
He's my little buddy. He's my little buddy.
He's saying, hey, I'm using you. I'm using you.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time somebody that I lived with used me, because sounds to me like you know exactly how it feels when your daughter says, "Come on, I'm going to bring something over, putting you out in your trash," and you end up in the dumpster.
No, that's the ex-wife.
That's the
daughter.
ex-wife. Okay. Oh, Tim says to him, scones reminds him of cornbread.
Yeah, that's the texture I was thinking.
Um,
And you see the woman says, no, we want
Yeah.
the same picture on both.
I guess you can also put fruit in scones like raisins
I'll
or
pick the next year.
cherries.
Oh, in other words, you can put filling in it, right?
No, you put it into the mix and bake
In
them
the
inside
batter.
it.
Yeah.
so that it actually has them inside, not actually a filling
I think I already got it.
inside it.
Jim says, "Hey Joe."
What's up, Jim? What's everybody?
And Tim Jackson said hello to Jim. Jim said hi to Tim.
Hi, Joe.
Everybody's getting along.
Who was it that mentioned Scraffle? I'm sure I've heard somebody talk about Scraffle before, and I don't know. In my head, it seems to me, I seem to remember somebody saying it's a bit like grits.
Scrapple's like grits.
I'm sure that's what I remember. It might not be. That's
something new to me.
That's what's coming into my head.
You're talking to a Southern boy there. You're talking to Joe. He's the grits guy.
Well, I have no idea what Scrapple is except for a drink.
Scraffle's not it's not a Southern thing, though. I think it's a Northern thing.
Well, Joe's right. I have seen where they have Scrapple is like a drink in a can or drink in a bottle. So maybe that's what he's talking about. Scrapple.
I don't even know who was talking about it.
Somebody said they like Scrapple. Right there. A Keisho.
Akirasho.
I like Scrapple.
Warren. Come on then, Warren. Tim
Jackson says he thought Scrapple was corned beef.
It could be.
Tim Jackson says south it's spam.
Yeah, I don't know that. I've never heard that word except for the drink.
Spam's not corned beef. Spam is chopped pork.
Oh, these people crazy.
There you go, Joe.
That's Scrapple.
Also known as Pennsylvania Dutch, named for penhas, pan tenderloin in English.
Pan tenderloin. Pan tenderloin. I mean, it's cooked in a pan, I guess they mean, right?
Yep.
It's a traditional mush of fried pork scraps and trimmings.
Yep.
Like spam.
Yep.
Yeah. Spam is just, what's it? It's pork luncheon meat. It's just chopped pork pressed into a loaf.
So the woman wants me to change the picture from the what you call it to the poster. Then she says, yeah, we wanted the picture on the individual on the poster. And I give them two pictures because they get different pictures. Then she comes back, well, we wanted the same one on both. So all she did for next year is they only get one picture. And it's going to be on their poster and on their regular picture. That's all it's going to do.
Just goes to show, Joe, the more you try to help and be, you just can't help everybody. It's called, unless you've told her your satisfaction guaranteed or something.
No, I don't say none of that shit. There's a not show picture there. Let me put this on there. I'm glad I didn't delete his picture that I had made up before. So I'll just put that picture back.
Tim says he likes the Scrapple. He says because it's Pennsylvania Dutch, and he's originally, I think, a Pennsylvania boy.
Hey Tim, I like Scrabble too. Those are big words. You know, you get a lot of points. Like, indubitably, you get a big points for those.
Tim Jackson said that they used to always, when he was growing up, they would serve scrapple with at Sunday dinner.
Oh, so what you telling me it's a Yankee thing? That's what it is.
It's a northeast.
Yankee thing. That's what it is. When I was stationed up there was some Yankee stuff.
You didn't like the Yankee cuisine?
I had a guy call me up one time. I was stationed in South Carolina. The guy called me and he said, "Man, I got a bunch of crabs. We're gonna boil some crabs today. You want to come over?" I said, "Oh, hell yeah, I'm coming." I go over there. He's got a pot like he boils spaghetti in. He's got boiling water in there with some salt and pepper in the water, and one crab at a time.
One at a time. Wow.
And I looked at him and I said, "Stop. Leave him right there. I'll be right back." He said, what are you talking about?" "No, you too." I said, "That's how you boil crabs?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "Turn everything off." I said, don't hurt yourself. Just stop." Went home, came back with a pot that's about this big, filled it with water, got it to a boil, put all the crab season in it, put the corn in it, put everything else in it, got it to the boil, put all the crabs in it, got it all boiled up, took them all out. And he said, "Man, I've never tasted them like this before." I said, "Because you didn't do them right."
What'd he say?
He said, "Man, yeah, I guess I didn't." He said, "That tastes good." I looked at myself like, no shit. You know? But I told him, I said, "Don't try to do that. You're hurting yourself."
Mad Prop says he steams his crabs.
Yankee. I lost all respect for you now. Only thing I've ever steamed was a lobster. And I didn't do it. They did it at the at Winn-Dixie. They steamed it. They cooked it before I got it. But if I buy them, I put them in crab boil.
Literally,
Put them in the crab boil.
the only thing I ever steam is vegetables.
Yeah, Mad Props came back and he took his other message off and he says, steamed crabs are the way to go, in my opinion.
Okay, good. I won't value your opinion.
Yeah, you can't actually infuse any of the
Flavor.
the flavor of
Akishio
marinade.
said what
Steam it.
Kishio said something about head cheese. I'm a Yankee and raised by Southerners. I used to wake up on Saturday mornings to see a whole hog's head blowing away in the kitchen.
Boiling, not blowing.
Boiling, you put blowing. Boiling in their own poop and dirt. Steamed.
Well, they make a curry out of sheep's brains in India.
Out of what?
Sheep's brains.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of that goes on.
Yeah.
Not my cuisine, but Joe eats a lot of that kind of stuff.
No.
When it's an Indian curry, it's called nehari.
I thought Cajuns always ate almost everything that is on the hoof.
No, I have never eaten hog's head. I can't say I've never eaten it. I don't like it. Yeah, hog's head cheese. My nephew makes it at the restaurant. And when he does it in 5-pound bricks. So you get it 5 pounds or 5 pounds or 2 pounds. It's 5 or 2.5. He splits it. So you can buy a 5 pound or 2.5 pound brick at his restaurant. And about every 2 weeks, he puts out there that fresh hog head cheese and he sells out within a day.
Really?
And I went in there one day and he said, I got fresh hog head cheese. And I said, I really don't like it. And he goes, I'm gonna give you some, go try it. You got to learn how to like this. I took a small block, came home, tasted it, threw it away.
Yeah.
My kids wouldn't even eat it.
Well, it's all about taste, and either you have it or you don't, I guess.
It's the texture. The texture does it for me. The taste was good
How can you make
because he's got
cheese?
pork all up in there. It's got all the season and all in there. But this texture, it's in a gel. You put it in your mouth and that gel starts swishing around. And did
Okay.
it make me want to throw up. And I could eat Jello all day long, but that's not the same. You know,
Yeah.
the flavor's different, and the Jello's good. I could eat Jello all day. You give me that Jello with all the Cajun seasons and all the meat and everything floating around in it? Oh, hell no. I tried to do it on a cracker. Couldn't
Would
do
it taste any better if you put it on a cracker?
That's what I said. I had it on a cracker. It didn't work.
Okay.
That's how my dad used to eat it, on a cracker. He used to slice it, put it on a cracker, and eat it. So I put it on a cracker, and that made me almost throw up.
That to me sounds almost like what we would call junket.
Yeah, that's what I did. I junked it.
That's what he said. It was junky.
They see, I made this woman work. I said, both have been changed and both posted. Double check and make sure I'm right.
That was
So I
something
make her go back and work some more too. She's making me work.
Yeah, it was something that was popular during the war when they couldn't get the proper cuts of meat.
Well, they've got on Metairie Road, they've got a bakery that they make their cakes and put them in the window to sell them. And they make them in the morning. And if they're not sold by the following day, they take the cake and they bring it back, and they have those big mixers, right?
Mm-hmm.
They take that cake, bring it in the back, and throw all the cakes that are going on the second, getting ready to go to the third day. Because they're all sealed, they're going to be good, but they don't want to keep them more than two days. So they take them all, throw them in the big mixer, and then mix it all together. Then they take it out in scoops, and they put them in molds that are slices about 5 inches by 5 inches and about 2 inches thick. And they take it like that, and they mold them. And they pipe a little icing on the top. They pipe icing on it. They might put them in a big mold and then slice them, but they put icing on the top. And they call it Russian cake.
Did you see what Jim put in the chat? That he about 10 years ago, a good friend of mine said Jimmy wife is making some stuff, some chicken nuggets and chitlins.
Oh yeah.
I said, was it good? And he said, so then he went to taste it, and he ate it, and he said it tasted good. Turned out to be goat nuts.
Yeah, sheep nuts.
Sheep nuts. He said it tasted like chicken nuggets.
The Arabs call them sweetbreads, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't eaten tongue in my life, and I haven't eaten mountain oysters either.
Tongue is gorgeous. You want to try it.
No.
It is beautiful. It's one of the nicest tasting meat.
I'll leave it to you. Can have it.
Okay, Keisha, have a good walk with the dog.
Later. I'd rather wear the squirrel in my jambalaya.
I tell you that a squirrel got hit out in the street. I had to take it and put it in a bag and put it in the trash.
Yeah, I would have told you.
He was flattened and his eyeballs were popping out.
And
You should have hung them on a bird feeder, and then they would have left.
No, the birds wouldn't have them. Well, here's the interesting thing too is what you don't know is that I think that because because Boone is here. He chases and barks at the squirrels. I haven't seen a squirrel out there all day.
That's going to save you a fortune in peanuts.
I was about to say that you did something right.
Yeah. And,
A win-win.
earlier this afternoon, he was jumping up on the fence like it's an 8-foot wood security fence. He was jumping up and chasing a squirrel across the fence, and I haven't seen a squirrel out in the backyard either.
There you go.
He's chasing after squirrelies.
I'm beginning to like him. That's gonna save you a lot of money. It is showing people all over the neutral ground that are camping for the parades tonight. And they're telling them, when tonight's over, we got to take them up. They got to be gone. All the tents, all the tarps, everything's got to go.
So they're getting ready, huh?
Well, there's 2 parades tonight, big ones.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, you're not going to go to that though, right?
Not tonight. Yeah. So Rex is going to definitely stop at Jackson, so they're not getting to Gallia Hall. So I'm not going to Gallia Hall tomorrow.
Good
That
evening,
means I'll probably catch
Justin.
Rex. I'll catch Rex. Justin, what's up? I'll catch Rex uptown tomorrow then, which is a better. I'll get to see Rex in a different position. It'll look a lot better.
So,
Shoot, I might be able to be home by 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. She said, the police chief just said, you see all those covers, canopies, and those tents? They will not be up tomorrow. If we see them up, we're taking them down.
Oh,
what are you talking about?
well,
Tomorrow,
they're under a severe weather watch down for the
tomorrow
Mardi Gras.
for Mardi Gras.
Uh,
So the parades have completely changed. The routes are changing a little. They're starting at 6:30 in the morning, and one of them's ending right past Gallia Hall. The other one's ending before they even get to Gallia Hall. No bands, no marching groups, no horses, nothing in the parades, just the floats.
Just the floats. In other words, like all those marching bands and all the girls with all the tights on and stuff, that's not going to happen.
well,
See, I look
that's
forward to
gonna
the
do.
Zulu parade because they've got some groups that only come for Zulu, like Talladega and all of those bands. Those are big, huge college bands. And I usually get good pictures of those. And then you've got St. Paul, one of the schools up here in Covington, all their dance teams out in front. And they know me too because I'm at their games 3 or 4 times a year. So I get up in the middle of them and I get great pictures of them. And the
Why don't
parents
they just
love them and buy them.
postpone it?
Well,
No, they
all
can't.
it's going to be in the parade, Justin, is floats.
Yeah, they can't
know.
postpone it because Rex and Zulu are 2 of the biggest ones. And the city's geared around is geared around carnival, meaning carnival being Lent, Catholic Lenten season, Christian Lenten season. So they will not do a Mardi Gras parade after that. Now, see, it doesn't make sense because in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, they'll have the the Irish parade down St. Charles Avenue. But that's completely different.
Yeah, that's because it's March the 17th, St. Patrick's Day.
Well, I mean, if Flint's going to pay the bills and they're going to willing to lose millions of dollars in revenue, that's their own stupid.
Well, they're losing some money because we're supposed to have sustained winds around 11 tomorrow, around 40 to 50 miles an hour.
Well, not only are they losing money, you got to think about all those bands and everything that, because they're not paid, and they're going to plan on being there, and it's just a mess.
Well, the bands have lost money because they're here now. They're going back. You know. Figure they're stuck in hotels. They're stuck. We're at 90. They said they were at 98% hotel residency right now. And most of these people are here. They only just came in like Sunday for this week.
I don't see why they can't push it back one day. That's dumb as shit.
They can't
Because
do it.
Lent starts on Wednesday. It's Ash Wednesday. Mardi Gras is
Gives a shit.
Mardi is French for
Evening
Tuesday.
all.
Well,
So Mardi Gras happens on Tuesday.
Joe, didn't you say that the Archbishop or something has a big say on what's going on?
He does.
Give a fuck.
The
dude,
Catholic
about-
Church has a big say on that.
I'll tell the Catholic Church and you cover all the losses and fuck you.
Well, I'm with you. I don't see the issue.
Give a shit if it's
What
lit.
gets me about that is everybody goes out and they act a fool, get drunk, barely can get up Wednesday morning, but they run to church to get their ashes so they can be holy that day.
That's the whole point of it being called Mardi Gras. In French,
Fat Tuesday.
Fat Tuesday.
Fat Tuesday.
Yeah.
Stay. You sit, stay,
What's up, Brenda?
stay,
I don't want to.
stay,
Good evening all.
stay.
I'm just saying, when you're making hundreds of $1 million off of tourism and stuff for events and that kind of other shit, and go to the side at the end of the
You
day.
got a point. You
The
got to
people
try
are
to get
still-
this in.
The
The
people
thing
are
is-
still going to be there, even if the it doesn't go ahead. The parade.
Right. But that's what
They're
I'm
still-
saying is,
In fact, they'll be spending more because they'll be indoors all the time instead of out watching the parade.
Hmm.
Well, look at the people at Gallia Hall. They have big reviewing stands in front of Gallia Hall, and they charge them for Fat Tuesday for Mardi Gras Day. It costs you $150 to get a seat in one of those reviewing stands. And they've got this thing will be packed tomorrow, and they're only going to see the floats of Zulu, nothing else.
my thing is, how does the Catholic Church have say over something the city does?
It's
Because it's a religious holiday.
And
one word, Justin. Besides stupidity, one is tradition.
Hmm.
You know, stupid tradition.
Which is actually quite weird from a town that is mainly based on voodoo.
Yep.
well, not only that, it's like you're supposed to have separation of church and state. So why is a church
Don't we all?
determining what a city is doing, a public city?
You know, they need to reschedule it. That's what they needed to do. They could have said, we're going to reschedule everything till Saturday. They could have done that.
Yeah. We're going to reschedule it to August.
Not sure shit.
No.
Be telling the police, who the fuck pays your bills? Because they don't.
Well, the police are happy. They're going to be shutting this down early.
Hey, what would you say, quite honestly, Joe, would be the percentage of Catholics down in your area?
In the New Orleans area,
Yeah.
I'd say over 70%.
Oh,
So
yeah, I did, bro.
the fact that the Catholic Church has something to say, the church is speaking for all their parishioners.
But yeah, they're talking for them, but the parishioners still want to go to the parades.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Brenda, yes,
oh,
I
that
did get a
little
quote.
girl looked like my granddaughter. God darn it.
It's
Never
not
saw my
just
daughter since she
Catholic.
got her.
It's not just Catholic. It's all Christian.
Well, down here it's a big. You saying Christian, great, but you got to realize down here it's Catholic. They talk about.
Yeah, I know, but there are still born again Christians and
I have
Well-
to take my medicine, Joe.
spiritualists or whatever they're called. I don't know. There's quite a few different offbeat Christian religions in America.
Right, but in Louisiana, New Orleans area, about 70% is Catholic.
Brenda, yes, I did get a quote on my windows. They only wanted 169 to tint the car. A lot cheaper than I thought. I was
Oh.
expecting 200,
That's
300.
not bad. Yeah.
If you drive through New Orleans, 10 years ago, they started selling some off. But if you drove
Money-
through New Orleans about every 4 or 5 blocks, He runs to a Catholic church.
What percentage tint is that?
Well, he only sells 2% or 2 different percentages based on the state laws. So
Right. Okay.
now he does have other ones for like limousines and stuff
Limo,
like that,
yeah.
but he doesn't put any tint that would get him in trouble or put him in any kind of legal.
Yeah.
So it pretty much is. I think it's 15. I can't remember what percentage he said, but he sells 2 different types. One has a 5-year lifespan warranty, and the one's got like a 10 or 15 year, but it's like like twice as much, and I don't really need one to last that long, you know.
Yeah.
I might have the car for another 3 to 5 years. So
I mean,
five.
are you the same as us, where you can tint the rear passenger windows and the back window, but you can't have the front passenger,
The front window, yeah.
the front windows or the windscreen?
No,
You
I
can't
can tell.
tint them more than
You can only
five-
tint it to I think
5%.
80% over here. It's a special limit.
No, over here I can tint them the same all the way around.
Oh, you can, okay.
And then
Yeah,
the windshield,
it's state to state.
and then the windshield, I can go down to that little ASM 1 line or whatever it is. That's marked on the window. There's actually a mark over here on the windows that tell you how far
Yeah.
down your tints will have to go on your front windshield.
to allow it just to be a sun visor, basically. Yeah. Yeah, no.
Dominic, is it chilly over there? You look like you're
It's cold, but it's warming up.
okay. You look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, you know?
Yeah, I know. I've
color.
got the hoodie on at the moment because it's cold. But in an hour's time, I'm gonna have to take it off. It's gonna, it's
I
gonna be
can't find my
boiling.
phone anywhere.
Hey, Dominic, you're gonna appreciate this. Remember that little emoji, poop
Yeah.
emoji, they call it? It's
Yeah.
actually an ice mold. You fill it up with water, freeze it, and then you undo it and put it in your drink.
Where's my
Oh, that'll be funny.
So I'm gonna look for another one of these next year. Get a couple of these. They'll throw these every year.
Mm.
I'm gonna try to get you one.
Well, could you take and put like chocolate flavored water in there and then throw that in somebody's drink?
I was thinking of like putting like chocolate milk in it.
chocolate milk. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
pretty
Laura,
sure
wasn't-
you'll probably find one to 3D print if you look.
No,
Yeah.
Laura, I wasn't ignoring you. I was trying to find my phone.
I'm ignoring you.
Yeah, just get some brown.
Hey, Laura.
Hello,
didn't-
Laura.
When she found out where you were, she needs you to go play Fortnite. That's what it is.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
play
You're
during the
just
week.
looking for Justin. Hello,
But
Laura.
on most of the windshields, that line is like only about 6-7 inches
Yeah.
from the top.
Mm.
That's
But the
all.
way
Yeah.
this car is, because the windshield's so fucking massive, because it's like all windshield in the front.
Yeah.
It goes down almost halfway down the fucking, probably 1.5 feet down the damn window. So, no, he told me it was 169 if I just wanted the standard cheaper tint, and then it's like 3 something if I want the expensive tint. I'm
Holy
like,
cow.
no, I'm good.
Lay down.
If I get
Mm.
4 years out of it, I'll be fine for that price.
Oh, that's all right.
Lay down.
And that's the tent I got last time. I can't remember what the brand was, but it was the same one I got last time, and it lasted 5 years before it started bubbling. So
Mhm.
And French Quarter crazy right now. You got everybody photobombing a reporter.
Oh,
I figure I'll get
One girl said she was from New Jersey, and he said, "How about them drones?"
I figure I'll get about 3 to 5 years out of that car.
That was funny.
so that's going
Oh.
to be a standard line. Anytime you meet someone from New Jersey, how about them drones?
It got tears in my eyes. That
So
was
check
funny.
this.
He actually did miss a beat.
So check this out. I ordered Aubrey an iPhone 11 for her birthday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the seller sends it and sends me the tracking numbers on the when you go to your orders on Amazon. But when you
Mhm.
go to the orders, it was supposedly delivered in fucking Virginia to some random house.
Uh-uh.
And so I contact the seller. I'm like, what the fuck? Why'd you send it to Virginia? I live in Florida. And he's like, oh, well, Amazon's not waiting for the post office to clear the tracking number so they can recycle them again. And they gave you the wrong tracking number. And I said, well, what's the actual tracking number? I don't know. I was like, oh, fuck. So I called Amazon up today and because I called Friday and talked to him. And they told the seller he had 2 days to respond. But I called Amazon back. I was like, look, this seller doesn't want to help me at all. He keeps telling me it's not his problem, it's your guys's. And the guy was like, oh, no, 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 no. That's not how it works. He goes, I'm filing a claim against the seller. So he files a claim and he's like, it might take up a week for your claim to get approved. It got approved 10 minutes later. And then an hour later, I got my money back. Like it was
That's
quick as
efficiency.
shit.
That's
Yeah,
efficiency.
I wasn't expecting it to be that quick. And then I filed a claim on Friday with the post office, wanting to know where the fuck my package was at.
Mhm.
Well, the guy at the post office was able to find it. He calls me 10 minutes after I hang up with Amazon and tells me, oh, I got your package. I was able to locate it and track it down. We have it here at the post office. I'll be delivering it to you in the morning.
You've got your money back
Oh,
getting the phone.
wowzers.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's
Well, did you
that's
see, did you,
efficiency.
Justin, did you see Tim Jackson says he's in 2 days, they're gonna get a cyclone hit?
Yep.
And it's gonna be 160-mile-an-hour winds or something?
Yep.
That's not good.
Well, don't tell her you got it for free, or she'll want something else as well.
Yeah.
No, I was laughing my ass off. I couldn't believe it all just fell in order like that. I was
Yeah.
like,
In the space of what, 30 or 40 minutes?
yeah, because I had a random ass number from an 863 number, which is our area code. I was like, who the hell's that? So I answered it.
Yeah.
He said, I'm so and so from the post office. You
Yeah.
filed a claim last week. I was like, yeah. I explained to him what happened. He says, oh, don't worry. I was able to find it, and it's here at the post office with me. He goes, I will deliver it
Oh,
in the morning with care. I was like, okay.
that's lucky. You've had a good run of luck there.
Well, it's just like when I ordered those tools from Walmart, and then FedEx didn't update Walmart and tell them where the fucking package was. Walmart thought it got lost, and then they refunded me the money, even though I didn't even call Walmart and bitch at them because I got the tools when FedEx said they were going to ship them. But they weren't talking. Their system wasn't talking to Walmart's system. So Walmart thought they got lost. Walmart sends me an email, says, we refunded the money for your tools, and if they arrive, you can keep them or donate them. Up to you.
Yeah. Well
I
done.
was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty wild.
Mm.
Because my biggest concern was trying to get a new phone here by Wednesday when her birthday is.
Mhm.
Which
Do I?
one's that, Kelsey?
No, my youngest one.
Nothing wrong with the iPhone 11. I still use it.
Yeah, I'm only on a I'm talking on a 12. So one of these days I'll update it. I just can't
She
be
only
bothered.
uses it for YouTube and stuff, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Mm. And I don't know which 11 you've ordered. I mean, I've got the Pro Max, which is a slightly bigger one.
No,
Yeah.
this is just a standard 11.
Right.
It was only like $180 some,
Oh, it's not too bad then.
which was shipping.
That's all right.
Well, that's just paid for your tint then, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, Daryl, how you doing?
Hello to everybody in the chat. Please.
Well, and I got my parts. Well, I got the new mirror for the side
Oh.
mirror on my car.
Mhm.
I'm just waiting for the new lens. Was supposed to be here today, but it's a
Hold on a
day
minute.
behind on shipping,
on.
so they said it'd be here tomorrow.
Oh, hold on.
And then I noticed the backup camera hasn't been working, so I looked up some videos on the camera to see what the common issues were, and apparently
Mhm.
it gets fuzzy and then it starts to go out, and it will work and not work. and then you'll get a little message saying to go to the dealer. But everybody said, like, the 20 videos I watched on it, they all said the same thing. They said you just got to replace the camera in the back. They were like, that's such a common issue with Ford. So I was able to get a new camera on Amazon for like 30 bucks. So I just got to rip
What?
the back panel off and plug the new camera in.
Oh, reversing camera.
Mhm.
Easily fixed.
Yeah, there's a couple little minor things wrong with the car, but it's nothing like. I actually have the full service records of the car too.
Even
They
better.
printed out. They printed out all the service records of the guy that owned it before, and he kept up on all the oil changes, everything with the dealer. So
I was thinking about, you said you got 89 miles to the gallon.
that's what it's averaging with the electric assist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
If you were here, that's the equivalent of 110 miles to our gallon.
Mm.
Oh shit.
Well,
That's
now
old.
it's part electric, part gas. Does it change on its own? In other words, or do you have to manually switch?
Well, you can put it in all electric if you just want to drive electric, and then you can plug it in. It comes with a plug to plug in the wall if you want to charge it. Or you can do just gas, or you can do auto. And what it will do in auto is it will drive like a few miles on electric, and then it will go to gas, and then it'll go to electric, and it extends the range. But it
Now,
also charges the
when
battery.
it's running on gas, does it charge the electric up?
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
I went, like I said, we drove 170 something miles the first 3 days we had it because we went to Orlando and did some driving and stuff. And we barely used a half a quarter tank.
Well, according to that, you use 2 gallons.
Yeah, we barely used any gas.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I almost don't ever want to go back to a gas car after that. Like Waypoint.
Until you have to change the batteries.
Now
Mm.
the battery in that car is as much as an engine would cost for a car.
Yep, exactly.
It's
Yep.
like four grand if I put a new battery in it.
Yep.
But that's not bad though. Some of the EVs are like 50, can be up to like anywhere between 20 to 50,000. But this one doesn't have a big ass battery. It's not all electric, so
Yeah, it's half in, half out.
Tim
sort of
says that
hybrid.
Tim says the storm that's headed his way is the worst one predicted in 100 years.
Yep. It's gonna hit Brisbane rather than northern Queensland.
So you're not going to get hit, Dominic, right?
No, I'm 1,800 miles away.
Okay. Will you get
We
any
might-
of the? We get some of the fringe stuff, maybe, or
We might get the tail end next Friday. We might get a bit of rain, but it's got to go through Sydney first.
wow.
Brisbane, then Sydney. Then it would
Well,
have to come inland.
Tim better put life jackets on the kiddies.
Yeah. And the sandbags. We've got to go and investigate sandbags.
well, where he's at in the mountains, it's actually a good thing because it'll help break the hurricane up.
Yeah.
Except
still
he
good.
didn't he buy like an antenna for his internet and all kinds of stuff is on the
Mhm.
top of the house?
Yeah, but you could always take it down, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not good.
Got Starlink.
Starlink, yep, that's right.
See, they need to do like a severe weather like mode on it where it folds down or something.
Mm.
Like if you got
Yeah.
a bad storm coming in, you can like press a button and it folds down into itself so it doesn't fucking catch any wind. No, but it's good if it hits mountain ranges because it will help break it up. So you'll still get a lot of rain and shit and some wind.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of rain.
But hurricanes don't like mountain ranges, so
Mm.
And you got to worry about flash flooding too in your
Yep.
mountain areas.
There's supposed to be 600 mil of
Muds-
rain forecast.
Mudslides are really bad when you're in the
Yeah,
mountains too.
I don't know what 600 mil is in inches.
2 foot.
2 foot. Okay. So 24 inches of rain is coming up for Brisbane. That's what they're forecasting. And the football that was supposed to be played, which is the opening round, very first game of the AFL season, looks like it's going to be postponed. Because they're talking, 24 inches of rain.
There's 2 people that live near me that have Starlink and they don't even have it mounted on anything. They just have it in their front lawn on a stand. Like you drive by their house and you can see it in the front lawn. And occasionally it'll move and shit. They just got the wire running up to the house. But I guess if you don't have any obstructions, I guess that's kind of the way to go because then you can always run outside and grab it real quick. Something's going on
Mm.
instead of having it permanently mounted. Because you can buy the whole Starlink setup at Walmart here now at our local. One of our Walmarts has the whole Starlink setup. You can walk in there and buy it.
That's great.
They do it through the and then they sign you, like you can do the sign up for it and everything right there at the where they do the cell phones. They activate all the cell phones and stuff.
Yeah, I think if I had the money, I'd be tempted to put the Starlink Mini on the motorhome.
Mm.
Yeah, but you don't go in the motorhome very often, do you, to warrant that?
Not at the moment. Mainly because the motorhome needs a bit of work doing to it.
Actually, as good as I saw that Mini work with a few people's videos I watched testing it, fuck, dude, you could just have that for your house. One guy had it up in his sunroof of his car driving down a highway in one of the mountain areas here in the U.S. And he was averaging like 200 and something down and like 50 or 60 up the whole time he was going down the road.
Yeah.
And he just literally had it up in the sunroof with the sunroof thing closed, holding it up there.
I thought it was only up to about 100, even maybe only 60 at the moment. I didn't think he got it that high yet.
Yeah, Tim's gets that high. It depends on where you're at, though, too. Like how
As
how
to how
much
much
satellite
satellite you can see. Yeah.
Yeah. He was up in the mountains. I want to say he was in Colorado up in the mountains and he was driving down like a big highway that goes through the mountains, like a big freeway. And he was driving, he just was in a little 4-seater car and he had it up in his sunroof with and then he had the sunshade closed over top of it to hold it up there. And the cable was just dangling and he was doing speed tests as he was going down the road.
Okay.
They're doing a bunch more power pole replacements around here. They started about a week or 2 ago, and they're putting all the metal ones in now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And the 2 electrical company storage facilities, they've gotten rid of all the wooden poles. They have nothing but metal ones out there now. So I think they're just axing doing wooden ones ever again. They're
Yeah.
just slowly replacing them out.
All concrete ones here now.
These are like those big ass, like, I don't know if they're steel or just aluminum or what they're made out of, but they're big, like thick ass metal ones, and they sit on top of concrete footings.
Yep.
They're normally zinc coated steel. What's it called? Galvanized. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they're getting rid of, I don't think they're doing wooden ones anymore. Like I said, they
No.
had a bunch of wooden ones out there a couple weeks ago, and now they're all gone, and now they have nothing but metal ones out there.
Yeah, not here.
Always makes me wonder about those windmills out in the ocean. Do they have those down in Australia too?
Yep. It's an absolute disaster.
That would tear them up, right?
Yeah,
Well, not only that is
Massive.
apparently
wind
the
farms. Wind farms. No, it's a waste of time, I reckon.
you're talking about the underwater ones.
No, up in the air.
No. Well, yeah, they're in the
Right.
water at the
With
bottom.
that, well, they got underwater ones too that use the waves to power them.
Yeah, that's hydroelectric.
Yeah.
We've got a hydroelectric scheme as well, but it's been a disaster the way they built it.
Yeah, they're normally floats rather than windmill style. They don't use vanes. They use the up and down motion of the sea. It
Yeah.
floats.
Yeah, those are the
We've
ones
got-
that apparently have been screwing with whales and dolphins because of the
Yeah.
frequency or something.
Yeah,
They say.
and the one we have is an absolute disaster. It wasn't built properly, and we've also got a couple of wind farms, and the wind farms are an absolute mess as well.
Oh, my goddaughter's husband makes an absolute fortune because he goes out doing the repairs on them.
Yep, that's a job I'd love to get into.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
It'd be only an hour's drive from me.
Okay, you gotta jump off. I'll catch y'all later.
No worries. I'm probably going to jump off anyway. Probably about 10 minutes.
There you go. That's windmills they have in the ocean in Australia.
Okay. Let me have a look.
Off the
Yeah,
coast.
that's
of- So if they get cyclone winds, I don't think they'll handle it, will they?
I don't know. I
They
would have.
the wind think
Have a look.
the top of them where the vanes are, the propellers are, rotates, and they'll turn it sideways into the wind so that it doesn't
Yeah.
affect it.
Yeah, auto rotates. Trying to think is, yeah, that's the one. But the thing is, there's no cyclones in that area because that's in New South Wales. There's no
Okay.
cyclones down there. It's only Queensland, North Territory, and Western Australia, the only three places we would get.
Tim's working on a dam project for the next 5 years.
Oh, okay. That's Queensland. That's the new Queensland dam. Yeah.
The company he works for is rebuilding a dam, a whole new one.
What's up, Jody?
Good. None of this, get rid of these wind terminals and all these renewable rubbish and let's get into nuclear. Let's get some nuclear reactors here.
That hydrogen fusion.
Yeah. Well, that comes next.
Yeah. Where all we need is seawater.
I think we just need the small, medium nuclear reactors, the small reactors. And then basically on top of that, you start working on, well, we still have to work on cold fusion. I think that's our next, our next project.
I think we've actually closed down most of our nuclear power plants.
Yeah, we have to have we still need to mine helium-3 because helium-3 will work well with the fusion reactors.
How do you
Fusion
mine,
react.
how do you mine helium-3 to gas?
Well, helium-3 is actually a property in moon rocks.
Oh, helium's a gas.
Yeah, but it becomes it's a hard one to explain. I'll be back in a sec.
Hmm. I know they developed heavy water for bombs in World War II, which was adding an extra oxygen atom into water so that instead of H2O, it was H2O2.
Now, helium-3 is basically inside all of the moon rocks. And that's the,
Fantasia.
Oh, Dominic.
yep.
Any more news on the parade, Joe?
Now I'm watching a story right now. Remember that guy I showed you yesterday with the fleur de lis on his chest?
Yeah.
He's on TV right now.
Okay.
I couldn't figure out the name. It's the Bayou St. Juan Club.
Okay.
Fleur de lis.
There's
That-
the fleur de lis on his, and that's actually his hair.
Well,
Oh.
that is Prince Charles's symbol. Well, King
Yeah.
Charles when he was Prince Charles.
Well, this is
Yeah.
it's the Bayou St. Juan Social Club.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
So that's who they were that was marching. So now I could tag them. You know what I mean?
Yes.
it's actually the symbol of one of the Crusade kings originally, I think.
Hmm.
Now let me see if I can find them. I looked up there and I saw all these guys that looked like him. And that's who it was.
And were they dressed as knights?
Here they are right here. Bayou St. Juan, Bayou Social Club, but they're not on Facebook. God darn it. Okay. It's a bunch of different groups. That sucks. I tell you what, let me look at the different groups. I'll probably find them. Only thing I'm trying to find is that girl that was dancing her head her tongue up. Trying to find out who the hell she is.
Yep.
If I can find her, then we're talking. I need to be a detective
Yeah.
here.
Yep.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
Good night, Jim. Thanks, buddy.
There's one called the Lucha Crew.
Okay, I'm going to head out then. Do you want to continue on?
What do you think, Joe? Should we shut it down?
What for?
Okay,
Only
well,
got-
I'll just,
Only got 7 people watching.
Well, yeah, I guess so, huh?
Well, it's nothing unusual, look.
Hey, hey, hey.
It's only 11:45. Lloyd doesn't come on till 1 o'clock, so
yeah. He's an hour and a quarter away,
yeah.
Okay,
and I've got an appointment in about 10 minutes. So,
all right. Okay, I guess we're gonna shut it down.
okay. Yep.
Hey, Joe, take care, buddy.
We'll figure out what happens. If I'm not here in the morning, I'm somewhere.
Okay, all right. Take care,
Yeah,
Bye bye.
I might not be here in the morning.
Mark.
My district nurse appointment is going to clash with it again.
Okay, Dominic, you have a good one. Mark, you have a
Yep.
good one. We'll see
See
all
you
of you
soon.
later.